Team APOY Esports. All the team from this competition is good and has experience, but I also believe our team can play its best. See you in the Summoner's Rift.
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်က Prodigies of Immortal မှာပါဝင်ရှင်ပြိုင်မဲ့ AMIGOS အသင်းရဲ့ Milena သူဆိုင်ပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ် Local က Professional အသင်းတွေနဲ့စီးရတက်တက်စာအသင်းတွေနဲ့ပြီးတော့အတွေ့အကြုံရှိတဲ့အသင်းတွေနဲ့ပါဝင်ရှင်ပြိုင်ရမယ့်အတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့အတွက်ဒီပြိုင်ပွဲဒီပြင်းထန်ပြီးပုံမှန်အရာထပ်ပုံမှန်ခက်ခဲမယ်လို့ထင်မိပါတယ်
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်ကတော့ဒီ Prodigies of Immortal ပြန်တော့မှာဝင်ရှင်ပြိုင်သွားမယ့် Gaming-DRHN က Manager မောင်ပိုင်ရဲ့ဖြစ်ပါတယ်အဲကျွန်တော် local မြန်မာမှာလည်းပေါ့နော်ပြိုင်ပွဲတွေအများကြီးရှိပါတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီ one wave community တိုးတက်ဖို့အတွက်ဆိုရင်တော့ဒီလိုပြိုင်ပွဲတွေကကျွန်တော်တို့ player တွေတော့ team တွေတော့ပို့ပြီးတော့ထောက်ကူဖြစ်စေနိုင်ပါလေ
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်ကတော့အခုလာမယ့် POI ပြိုင်ပွဲမှာဝင်ရောက်ရှင်ပြိုင်သွားမယ် Fervent Esports တင်ရ review ပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒီများနိုင်ငံတွေမှာ WCL လိုမျိုး regional ပြိုင်ပွဲတွေအသီးသီးကိုစီရှိကြရကြကျွန်တော်မြန်မာနိုင်ငံမှာတော့အဲ့ပြိုင်ပွဲမလာသေးတဲ့အချိန်မှာအခုဒီပြိုင်ပွဲကကျွန်တော်တို့အကောင်းဆုံးလေ့ကျင့်နိုင်တဲ့ပြိုင်ပွဲဖြစ်မယ်လို့ကျွန်တော်မြင်မိပါတယ်
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါခင်ဗျာကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ Prodigies of Immortal မှာဝင်ရရှင်တော့မယ် Hockey Project တင်ရကောင်းပါပြီကျွန်တော်နိုင်ငံမှာလည်း Professional တွေတဲ့ပုံများလာပါတော့ဘောလုံးကလည်းအားဒီပြိုင်ပွဲဆောက်နေကြတယ်
Hello everyone, I'm the captain of Team Yangon Gladiators and my IGN is iFox. Now is the time for one team in Myanmar to show how much they can play in these competitions. Thank you and good luck have fun all.
Hello အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်ကတော့အခု Prodigies of Immortal ပွဲမှာဝင်ရောက်ရှင်ပြိုင်သွားမယ် Divine Rating က Finish အိမ်နဲ့ဆိုပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်တို့အသင်းအနေနဲ့တော့ခုပြိုင်ပွဲမှာပါမယ်အသင်းတွေအားလုံးနဲ့ခဏခဏဆောက်ခဲ့ပူပြီးသားဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဘယ်အသင်းကိုမှချိန်နေတာကြောက်နေရတော့မရှိပါဘူး
Hello everyone, I'm Coach Modulus and this is Azur and the Anime, and we're from Fervent Esports, and we'll show you that we have what it takes to become the best in this tournament, so keep your eyes on us.
Hello everyone, I'm KNJs from Team Costa Nostra, and please support us as we do our best to achieve success in this Prodigies of Immortal tournament.
ဒီပြိုင်ပွဲမှာကျွန်တော်တို့အသင်းတို့တခုရဲသောရွေးချယ်မှုကတော့အကုန်လုံးထက်ကောင်းအောင်ကစားပြဖို့ပါပဲ
Hello everyone, my name is APOY from Team APOY Esports. All the team from this competition is good and has experience, but I also believe our team can play its best. See you in the Summoner's Rift.
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်က Prodigies of Immortal မှာပါဝင်ရှင်ပြိုင်မဲ့ AMIGOS အသင်းရဲ့ Milena သူဆိုင်ပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ် Local က Professional အသင်းတွေနဲ့စီးရတက်တက်စာအသင်းတွေနဲ့ပြီးတော့အတွေ့အကြုံရှိတဲ့အသင်းတွေနဲ့ပါဝင်ရှင်ပြိုင်ရမယ့်အတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့အတွက်ဒီပြိုင်ပွဲဒီပြင်းထန်ပြီးပုံမှန်အရာထပ်ပုံမှန်ခက်ခဲမယ်လို့ထင်မိပါတယ်
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်ကတော့ဒီ Prodigies of Immortal ပြန်တော့မှာဝင်ရှင်ပြိုင်သွားမယ့် Gaming-DRHN က Manager မောင်ပိုင်ရဲ့ဖြစ်ပါတယ်အဲကျွန်တော် local မြန်မာမှာလည်းပေါ့နော်ပြိုင်ပွဲတွေအများကြီးရှိပါတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီ one wave community တိုးတက်ဖို့အတွက်ဆိုရင်တော့ဒီလိုပြိုင်ပွဲတွေကကျွန်တော်တို့ player တွေတော့ team တွေတော့ပို့ပြီးတော့ထောက်ကူဖြစ်စေနိုင်ပါလေ
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်ကတော့အခုလာမယ့် POI ပြိုင်ပွဲမှာဝင်ရောက်ရှင်ပြိုင်သွားမယ် Fervent Esports တင်ရ review ပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒီများနိုင်ငံတွေမှာ WCL လိုမျိုး regional ပြိုင်ပွဲတွေအသီးသီးကိုစီရှိကြရကြကျွန်တော်မြန်မာနိုင်ငံမှာတော့အဲ့ပြိုင်ပွဲမလာသေးတဲ့အချိန်မှာအခုဒီပြိုင်ပွဲကကျွန်တော်တို့အကောင်းဆုံးလေ့ကျင့်နိုင်တဲ့ပြိုင်ပွဲဖြစ်မယ်လို့ကျွန်တော်မြင်မိပါတယ်
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါခင်ဗျာကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ Prodigies of Immortal မှာဝင်ရရှင်တော့မယ် Hockey Project တင်ရကောင်းပါပြီကျွန်တော်နိုင်ငံမှာလည်း Professional တွေတဲ့ပုံများလာပါတော့ဘောလုံးကလည်းအားဒီပြိုင်ပွဲဆောက်နေကြတယ်
Hello everyone, I'm the captain of Team Yangon Gladiators and my IGN is iFox. Now is the time for one team in Myanmar to show how much they can play in these competitions. Thank you and good luck have fun all.
Hello အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်ကတော့အခု Prodigies of Immortal ပွဲမှာဝင်ရောက်ရှင်ပြိုင်သွားမယ် Divine Rating က Finish အိမ်နဲ့ဆိုပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်တို့အသင်းအနေနဲ့တော့ခုပြိုင်ပွဲမှာပါမယ်အသင်းတွေအားလုံးနဲ့ခဏခဏဆောက်ခဲ့ပူပြီးသားဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဘယ်အသင်းကိုမှချိန်နေတာကြောက်နေရတော့မရှိပါဘူး
Hello everyone, I'm Coach Modulus and this is Azur and the Anime, and we're from Fervent Esports, and we'll show you that we have what it takes to become the best in this tournament, so keep your eyes on us.
Hello everyone, I'm KNJs from Team Costa Nostra, and please support us as we do our best to achieve success in this Prodigies of Immortal tournament.
ဒီပြိုင်ပွဲမှာကျွန်တော်တို့အသင်းအတွက်တစ်ခုတည်းသောရွေးချယ်မှုကတော့အကုန်လုံးထက်ကောင်းအောင်ကစားပြဖို့ပါပဲ
Hello everyone, welcome back from the Prodigies of Immortal. Today, the playoff day number 1, I will be here with That Eye. Hello That Eye.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ST. Before anything else, of course, I would like to thank you and Prodigies of Immortal for inviting me here as your guest talent.
Today, like the Prodigies of Immortal, I'm also really thank you and the progressing team of the Immortal Esports.
Yeah. And now I think ST, this is it. The playoffs will now start in a while, and I do believe this is going to be a do or die situation for the teams. I'm very excited to see them in the Rift this time around.
If the one of 10 will be lose, if they will be eliminated. That's why that really is really interesting.
Yeah, exactly. And our first series for today, this afternoon, of course, it is going to be APOY Esports versus Ultimate Esports. 2 PH teams, man. It somehow hurts in my heart that to see both teams from the Philippines is going to fight in the Rift this time around, because there can only be one team here in our first series to go forward in the lower brackets. So it is going to be, of course, the top 3, which is APOY Esports in the Group A, versus the top 4 in the Group B, that is Ultimate Esports.
I think like that in the group stage, I prefer the APOY Esports, as the APOY Esports have really good in the rotating and swinging like that, pushing the wave.
Yes.
However, Ultimate or Esports have many stronger and advantageous team like that at Riven.
Yes, exactly. And speaking of those strategies as well, there are players who stand out in each of these teams, especially in APOY Esports. There is Kaisho, and we have seen him on the Akali, on the champion, did pretty well on the games, especially against Falcon Esports, despite losing that game. But of course, Ultimate Esports, I have to look out for this guy. That is going to be Pitts on Pitts 123 on the jungler. He just uses the listen frequently in this match. So are we going to expect him a listen this time around? Because their rotations is also very aggressive, much like against APOY Esports.
Yep. I'm also interested that in the drafting, most of the Philippine team are always banned in the center draft. I'm what you did. I just said the draft.
Actually, the trend on the Senna starts on the fasting Senna started to. We all don't know about this one, but man, Senna having the right opportunities for this champion to farm, it can go somehow. You cannot control this champion anymore. It's just an infinite scaling due to her capabilities as well. And we have seen the trend as well of an AP champion in the bot side. We have seen Morgana being picked as an AP carry rather in this tournament. I think this trend will also go this way, because they're going to ban mostly AD carries like the Senna, as you mentioned, ST.
But however, in the picking slot will be the Lulu and Vayne will be each other.
Oh yeah.
Like in the group stage, that 2-10 or played that Lulu and Vayne. That also interesting. Which team will be guarded? Maybe that Lulu and Vayne is spotted to the teammate. Especially the Lulu can be the ultimate green up to the teammate that is also annoying to the enemy team.
Exactly, with the wild growth, with the buff as well on their AD champions. I think, and now you can see the trend here for the PH teams here, ST. They really revolve the drafts on the pretty solidly on the bot side, on the DR lane. If they do be given those opportunities to farm, as I've said a while ago, given the opportunities for the space being given here, that's why PH teams are very aggressive, because one of their victory conditions here is to go for that late game AD carry potential. If they be able to secure this early game space, I think this is going to be an easy game for the PH teams. But I may be biased, no. I may be biased for the PH teams, but I see the trend on how aggressive they can get in this event.
Yeah, I'm also think like that. But it doesn't matter, like, like in the Jiro lane, that is the APC matter. But like maybe AD carry can be champion, Faye, and like Forest for the side.
Yes.
Because most of the team can be choose that three fighter. That's one to be the counter pit for the Forest. Yep. And also actually today in the playoff, we can be seen in the draft is more interesting about for the Philippine team.
Yeah, very aggressive champions indeed. So we are going to see the trend, ST, and going to expect more picks on the Vayne, more picks, of course, on the Lulu support as well. Very, very good. And we have seen, especially as I mentioned, Pitts on Ultimate Esports. This guy is very aggressive as jungler player. I think this is going to be a challenge as well for It Is What It Is. And we have seen him on the Kazakhs against Falcon Esports. He did not somehow go in par in that aspect on a jungle position, but against the side of Ultimate Esports, we'll see what will happen in the Rift. I'm very excited for this matchup. It is what it is for APOY Esports versus Pitts here for Ultimate Esports.
Yeah, the caster is waiting to be drafted. So let's go with our casting.
Prodigies of Immortal, playoff team number 1. And thank you, Tafai, thank you, SD40 for joining us.
Yeah, they announced us to. So we need to introduce ourselves.
I'm Van.
I'm Edward.
Everyone knows that.
We will guess the first match of Malaysia team versus Philippine team.
I mean, those teams are really strong.
Yeah, APOY Esports is the only Malaysia team in this tournament, so they will do their best for representing to their country. So let's see about their strategies and play style.
I mean, the draw will be starting soon, and also Ultimate Esports is just strong, like Astra and other pieces really strong. Let's see, most pieces can move burn.
Okay, so APOY Esports, their most paid champions are Thresh and Koki, most banned is Akali and Lee Sin. The other team, okay,
most paid just like Fura and Karma, and also they just burn Fura and Jaranfu for the drop. Yes, those champions are really hot in that matter, and also they just know how to play against APOY Esports. And let's see what we have in the draft. Yeah, the benefit is already starting. Every single time I've seen that they just banned Senna. They didn't give that Senna in every match.
Not only Senna, but also Jax.
Yes.
And also APOY Esports, they need to make their decision to ban the other champion like Camille or something, but they choose Gragas. Like they don't want to give the Gragas to separate the better from the enemy team, so they just ban the Gragas. Yesterday, Ultimate Esports making their decision to ban one champion.
I'm so much interested about Ultimate Esports because they can play so very well with their style. Yes, they know how to play with enemy team. They just can't change their draft with the match, with the saturation. That's a really interesting first for me, and I am so interested in top Philippine team Ultimate Esports. Now they just banning 5th in that time.
Okay, so Sis can play as ABC or mid.
Yeah.
At the time, APOY Esports, they need to ban one champion to get first pick. So they can ban Camille or they can ban Lee Sin, but they ban mid laner champion Zed. So I think APOY Esports want to trade pick a ban situation. Like they would choose Camille or Lee Sin. So Ultimate Esports, they need to ban Camille or Lee Sin.
Yeah.
So like 1-for-2 trade draft, but Morgana is still available.
Yeah, Morgana is still available. And just they can pick Morgana or something like
Galio.
Yeah,
1-for-2 trade is coming.
Yeah, that's what 1-for-2 trade. That's what they just wanna trade for the draft. And now APOY Esports just get Lee Sin, Carmen, or not. That may be Morgana and Ultimate Esports got 2 champions at that time. That's a really nice trade.
Okay, so they chose APOY Esports, they chose Camille to dive and assassinate and catch and control one champion in that team. At the time, Ultimate Esports, yeah, they can be Morgana, they can be Lee Sin, or whatever. Also, there is Fura.
They are most pay like Fura, and they just choose Fura for that. Now look at pick rate, ban rate, and win it 60 win rate in tank manner. Yeah, that's it too much. That's it too much for the tournament. Also, APOY Esports must take care about that.
We're missing that set. Set is available in the playoff stage. So Set first bid from Ultimate Esports.
And this is our friend. And back now, Set is joining us as our party, and that's really interesting. He's really strong in last group stage back in the new patch. He's just enough, and that is so much balance for that, and they lack that sub to pick, and that's a really interesting fact. And so APOY Esports just got their draft like Faye and Lulu. They will separate the battle, and that's what be the good carry for the league.
Like they choose hyper carry Faye and babysitted by Lulu, so Ultimate Esports need to pick 2 assassin type flow to control that Lulu and to assassinate the Faye.
Yeah, I mean Ultimate Esports they just choose Lee Sin, and also we're a little bit low back. Don't worry, they can control it. I think they can control it. They know how to play against APOY Esports. I am so much interested about those 2 team drop, and also benefit stuff again. They just banned Diana. They didn't want to give that champion to the APOY Esports because that move for it really dangerous for them.
Otherwise, like you say, Morgana it's banned by APOY Esports, so Ultimate Esports can be playing Morgana as APC type or mid. In the time, Ultimate Esports look at the draft. Set can be Baron, but Fiora can be mid, or Set can be mid. Everyone in this meta they play Set mid and Baron, not jungle, not support. So they will choose Set for mid lane champion. But Ultimate Esports they don't show that Set role.
Yeah, I mean, Suck it really started his smackdown, and I really like his smackdown. His ultimate really
that shows so
yes.
far.
How can I say for that? It's really so much fun for me, and I'm just using like in public map for no reason. I'm just enjoying that champion. Now we're seeing that champion in the tournament, and also Ari.
Pick 2.
They just pick 2 times and the worry 100%. Oh, really too much.
APOY Esports ban Gorky, they are most banned Gorky, and also Ultimate Esports they just banned Akali. So APOY Esports can dive into Ultimate Esports draft. So APOY Esports they need to make team fight, like separate team fight, split pushing, map control, like full strategy. So they just pick Irelia. Ione Ace. That will be annoying to Ultimate Esports.
Your like Pitine just fight and we're 80%. That's a little bit too much. And also look at Ultimate Esports. They know APOY Esports will separate the battle, and they will face against 1v1 situation. And now look at that. They have Ari. They can chant to the champion, and that champ can kill by an easy champion. And also look at those 3 champions they pick. Those are really strong in 1v1 situation. I think APOY Esports need to care about that. They need some organized in that battle, and they can't separate the battle.
Draven, really?
What?
Impulse 3.08, Draven was buff.
Yes.
So they just split Draven in this playoff stage saturation. It's day 1, it's lower bracket.
Yeah, I mean
but they will choose dual die saturation, YOLO. So Ultimate Esports, Draven, and Set will be dual lane, Ari, mid, Fiora, Baron. At least it will be jungle. But at the time, like look at that APOY Esports draft. Lulu the Vayne will play against Draven versus Draven and Set.
I mean, that's a really too much risky pick for the Ultimate Esports. That Draven have a lot of damage and alligator and make it, but he's too squishy, and he needs to take care about his position so much. That's a really risky pick for the Ultimate Esports. He can give a lot of damage in the battle, but if he gives some crown control, he can fade out.
Did you know Set and Draven?
Yeah, it's not a joke. Yeah,
can give pressure in early game to Vayne and Lulu.
Yeah.
So okay, the drafts are sent. So we will be back in game sessions. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble this first crusade tournament? Okay, let's go. APOY Esports versus Ultimate Esports.
Yeah, that is team number 1, and that will be I mean, those team number 1 is really dangerous for every single team. Look at that. if they lose, they will leave this tournament for real.
Okay, so like the only Malaysia team apart
yes.
Esports will show what they can do in this tournament against Ultimate Esports. At the time, okay, Raven want to invade the buff.
Yeah, they just want to invade the back, and Israel really low in that time, and really nice ignite for that, and that ignite can take down the Jiang, and he's so lucky.
Yes, he's so lucky. Okay, so and also Fiora need to play safe because not the next tackle will go to him. Fiora just return to the base and region.
I mean, that's a really nice invade, and they just got some what can I say for the some monster in the jungle, and that's will be a little bit potential for the
jungle.
Yeah.
So Lee Sin can take a lot need to take a lot of famine at the time. Lee Sin can even can in this early game. And at the Dragon Lane, Levine need to save play against Draven. Draven only gain damage.
It's really so much. And look at Mick. They just gang into the Mick and they just win the 5 left. APOY Esports really like, how can I say, for really working with the jungle. They just got some minion, they just got some key, they just got 5 left, and now they just need to take it. They just taking the risk in the river. I mean, that's it. One key. Goalie for the APOY Esports.
Now jungle networks are different right now. Lee Sin, it only have 900 network.
A little bit different.
Kaisho is still okay at mid, but Lee Sin need to find a lot because of that early invading playing style.
Yeah, baiting play style, and also Ultimate Esports, they need to do some changes, and they're just waiting for some back at 4 minute objective battle, and the objective will be mounted drift, and also Hero will be spawned at 4 minutes. That's really hard.
Okay, so like Fervent Lane still need to save play because Lee Sin, if Lee Sin got level 4, he can dive and can quickly. In this but Lee Sin nerf his ability to safeguard. But it's still okay. Lee Sin still in meta.
Yeah, I mean, it is really good for the team. I didn't see Lee Sin roaming game at the time. He did room at AMIGOS, keep potential only in mid game and also in the early game. That's it. How can he use for that? If the draft goes late game, that would be a lot of problem for the Lee Sin, and he need to do something in that time.
So Lee Sin need to find a lot, and at the time, Fang still needs safe play. Draven always hit him with his visit tag and set. If he got him Haymaker, like he pulled Fang. So Lulu is always babysitting to the Fang.
Yeah, he just always babysitting, but that was not easy to take damage from the Raven and
Camille.
I mean. Camille, yeah, that's really nice. Oh, ultimate to the island. At that time, he just choosing the ultimate for the face, but that was not easy. He just down by the what it is a river. It's nice damage from the river. He's back. It's not easy for surprise. He just take another champion for that. He just got double kill back. He just given to it is what it is, and also that's it. Double kill for the it is what it is. That's just a trick.
Yeah, Draven got his kill because of the Camille. Camille just hook shot to other way. He missed spell to that one, so Draven got double kill. In the time, Fang, he still need to get some famine space, so the team should check him that lane. So at bro lane, like it's still okay. The Lee Sin is want to can, but that set is nerf in this matter, but Set can play as a tank.
Yeah, second player other than who hits ability, and that's really interesting. I mean, he can support Zuma, he can babysit Zuma back. Raven had a lot of damage in the early, and that's a lot of problem for the APOY Esports. They dive with 3v2 situation, but they down in 2. Yeah, now they just wanted to go for that, and that's what be a scam. I mean, Rehara is still okay, and now it's will be spike for that, and they will be back. I think she is really a little bit out of position for that. It's really low. It's a champion fee called the APOY Esports. They are just diving, and that's why another champion key for the APOY Esports. They are really good at that time, and look at Ultimate Esports. They just wanna go for the first turret.
Okay, so first turn will be taken down by Ultimate Esports, but we need to take care that playing style. You know, APOY Esports can dive quickly because there is no set ultimate showstopper at the time, so they just dive into the battle, and that Draven player, it's in a risky place at there. He just dive into them, so that Draven has been controlled by Camille.
Yeah, it's Draven. If Draven didn't get nothing. He just died in so much early and he still had no damage at that time. I mean, look at Lee. He didn't do he can't do nothing. He just used 0-0 and he just got Yombu God Blaze, and that's a little bit cheap item. Damn. How can I say, for the 294s, and look at Kame, he just got 4-1. It's really strong for that time, and I think that's why we a little bit problem for the Ultimate Esports. They need to do some change at that time, and they just want to gang in at the Dragon Lane.
So now they need to take down this fast terrain to get their network equal with APOY Esports, but Ultimate Esports they still want to make a little team fight because their ultimate available right now. So at mid lane they change the lane at the time. Camille just come again. Hashtag is done.
Oh, that's a nice ultimate for the tap, and every single one from the APOY Esports match down. He's so low. We just joined the party and he just used the execution for that. I only see that's his cookie for that Ultimate Esports. That one of easier. We just controlling the iron. He just got back the iron. That's a 1v1 trade.
1v1 trade by Lulu. I think it's down. Support was taken by APOY Esports. Still Ultimate Esports. They still getting advantage by getting a team fight to Vayne and Lulu.
I mean, Ultimate Esports they just losing an early battle, and they just now can control. Like how can I say for that? They just controlling the lane, and it's really below. Damage back, nice channel. Kaisho wanna die for the lazy, and that's a really bit risky place for the Ari, and he just stalled. I mean, it's a little bit out of position. He didn't have his ultimate. He just now got his spiritual chance. They know he can escape. He had no flash. He had no ultimate.
Okay, so now Mood, he want to take down the first Terran, but Lee Sin still at top. Lee Sin still defending the Terran. Camille, he just has jet, so he can get to Lee Sin, but Lee Sin can use Dragon Rage to kick King out of the battle. Now, set. He's trying to go and Lee Sin and support him. That there will be a small team fight.
Yeah, there will be a small team fight, but they didn't want to do it at team fight. They just want to dive for the Tara, and I mean those three are really strong in their region, and we just avoided those things. And that's a player. They can do nothing. They can do nothing mistake at that time. If they do any mistake, if they lost, that's what we just like saying goodbye for the tournament. That's not good for them.
Okay.
I mean, that's a lower bracket.
Now Driven has finished his first item, but at this it's really good for him to join the battle and stay longer than he thought. Ultimate Esports, they need to take down their APOY Esports team fight. Their strategy is getting stronger in making APOY Esports. Camille Gangi is really stronger than we think. Now Shin hits Lulu. He wants to use White Blue to Camille all Riven, but the team fight is still not okay. Ultimate Esports, they are now trying to get Terran to get some goal leading for their team.
Yeah, I mean, there's a 2K goalie now from the APOY Esports, and they are just trying to get some now from the APOY Esports. Ultimate Esports, they are now just organized, they are ready to do some barrack, and I mean, look at that time. They are ready for that, and I mean, I don't want to be initiate for that. Oh, that's too much. That's really that. And champ coming, but White Row is coming, Ultimate is coming now, and every single ultimate from the APOY Esports is just done, and yes, they are not really good for the time. Ravan just got free hit at the time. Look at backline. We just controlling the dreamer, but that one was easy for Duck, and look at Faye, he just got free hit and died from Iron time by the Faye, and that's why be another champion key for the Faye. That's a really nice. He just got directly at that time, and 3-man down for APOY Esports for the 4-man.
Yeah, all single ultimates are coming out in this battle. They just want to get the rift, not the battle, but the wine group, the hashtag. That will change the chain fight. Mood, he got the backline, but Kaisho taking control to Raven. Raven can't even shoot. That direct, it's so good. And also, at the time, Set is now playing as tank role, so he can dive whatever when his haymaker start the battle. But Ultimate Esports is still loose in some battles right now. They need to fight a lot. They need to get this family space. So now it's got it standing at small team fight right now.
Yeah, they just wanted to do something. Oh, nice smile for the Lee Sin. And what it is just down. Ultimate Esports. They are just so well organized, and they just called that Drake, and that's a really nice comeback from that. And now from iOS really can initiate the battle. He just got 2-man tank or 3-man tank, and they just now taking with Katara and also Sewa best, but he's really strong. He just really strong in that time, and I mean dark damage from the Raven is, I mean, really too much big at the time, and Faye still needs some farming for Duck. If he got some crowd control, if he got some he can take damage from the Raven.
Now Raven has Infinity Age, so he can give a lot of critical damage in this battle. But I want to go Raven at replicable, like so he can shoot with some
little bit range.
So because like APOY Esports, that Kaisho just dive to Raven, so Raven need to go the way and dodge their team fight spells. Yeah, that's too risky pit for Raven.
Yeah, APOY Esports draft is really so much. How can I say about the simple, and they just countering the comment with front iron and also pit. I mean, Lee Sin Assassin really counter for that camera ultimate, and he can do nothing if he ultimate to someone, and yes, they can control that with the ultimate, and now they want to dash to the that Kaisho really low at the time, and now Shomegai camera he's so low, but ultimate from the that's really nice, but that one not safe for that. And also, yeah, they just want to do something fight, and that's really nice. I want to say, from Iron is so low at the time, he just giving too much down for team saving. I mean, Revenge just want to join the party.
Okay, the team fights. If Lee Sin's got his stone away, they can fight again.
Yeah.
Lee Sin misses stone away, so they just covering the first terrain, and the battle is done.
I mean, they're just trying to do some changes at the time. APOY Esports now doing so much well, and also they just got 3 first tower, and look at APOY Esports, they just got 1 tower. They need to do some lane control, and also they need to control some tower for that, and now that's what be a battle for the lazy, and he just using his ultimate to escape that time. He was just forced.
Okay, it is what it is. Low HP right now, but Ari split rush. Cham is made sin, but so they wave it didn't come up from Lee Sin, so he can dive in this situation. But Mu, he checked the bush. Yeah, he see the Lee Sin, but there is no team fight right now because they APOY Esports. They need to fan for that Faye. Faye number is getting higher in this mid game, so he need to control his potential, his tempo in this late game saturation.
Yeah, I mean the objective will be spawned at next 2 minutes at that time, and the Baron will be spawned in 20 seconds, and they must take care for that. And now Lee Sin has started enchant, and also that Lizzie, he is Dabka. I mean, that dagger can give a lot of damage.
Yeah, his dagger item can give a lot of AP damage in this team fight battle, so he can control Feng or Lulu. But I think he can control Camille because Camille always dive in this battle, so he can control his Cham.
Yeah.
When he use his hashtag.
I mean, when he use his hashtag, I mean, that's a little bit counter pick for from the Ultimate Esports to that Kame Ultimate. I mean, he can tie. Every single time if he trying to control the one, the Ultimate Esports has too much backup for that, and they just so much during how what it is playing.
Like you see, that set from Ion Ultimate Esports playing team player at the front iron. That set always counter and taking down to Faye. He always uses diving skill to Faye. Faye always shooting, but he's still tanky, so he can control that Faye in the team fight. Now the dragon is
still alive.
Okay, dragon is now alive, so that dragon is infinite ray. So they will get this dragon immediately. Right now, APOY Esports is trying to get the dragon. The teleport enters from Ultimate Esports.
Oh, nice fight for anyone. It is just called the dragon. It's really nice. Ultimate to the lazy. That's one of Eddie Boy just control it to the back line. He just got one champion. Look at Faye. He just got another champion. He's trying to get free kill from the Ultimate Esports. They just block the lane, but that one of easy for Io. He's really so much low AP, and that is the trap back here for that Kaisho.
First team wipe from the Ultimate Esports. APOY Esports is taking down to Ultimate Esports in the saturation. Camille got his smite and got the dragon, but team fight, that Vayne is still getting space to hit every single team member from Ultimate Esports. You see the final blow, that physical damage, it's too much damage from APOY Esports. So the battle still continue. APOY Esports, they getting
Drake
hype, and the objective battle still have won by APOY Esports.
Yeah, the objective battle where we do at Baron Shard, and also APOY Esports they just call 2-3 at the time. And I mean, You can't do like that. Yes, that is just initiate the battle, but he can take damage too because he knows them. He just fight at he just pushing Radiant Urban and also Tamamly, but he not so much tanky for the pain damage. At that time, probably Esports they just got fast is and then they just die for that. It's really low now.
Okay, low now and dash by come. Okay,
optimize to the lazy and lazy really no attempt that they just dive into the Tara and that's really nice. Kaishu, his the objective is now he just taking damage from the Tara and that's really nice. A river really know that time. We just go to the river
broken win.
Oh, broken win really nice and that's why we definitely came for the that way. That way it really start at that time and no one can stalk him, no one can control him.
Okay, now APOY Esports is trying to get the mega lane. Now Aster is still in danger, but APOY Esports killed that Fira. Now that Mega Terror is done. Nessus is taken down by APOY Esports. APOY Esports get this game 1. Game 1 is for APOY Esports from Malaysia team.
Yeah, that's a really nice against from the APOY Esports. They are just so much. They just so much no ultimate Esports draft and yes, Davin just how can I say for the Davin just got free hit at the battle and
they just pick this like effort late game team fight. Vayne can get enough team fight and getting space by Famine and also that Raven controlling the backline. Yeah, that there will be a lot of potential from APOY Esports. Malaysia team just take it out the Philippine team like 1-0 in this game 1.
Their draft it really need to separate the battle. They just trying to separate battle every time and also how can I say for that? Yes,
Ultimate Esports just missing one spot to get the team fight because Lee Sin tempo it's low in the early team fight because like APOY Esports they invade their jungle they got Lee Sin family speed, so Lee Sin getting trouble in this team fight and he can easily fan in mid game. Yeah, he can do nothing in this team fight. Like he can use Dragon Rage to knock over all kinds of members. Okay, now the game result is here.
Pool result here and that's it. A little bit nice. How can I say for the champion K really that's 11 and 22 2 1 1
11 into 2 you got to 22.
Yeah, Lizzie here a lot of AP damage but he can't do nothing at the battle just she is babysitting to the Kai show and also to the Vayne.
He got solar recharge blades too, so he can give a lot of critical damage. Even set its weight that Ranger Omen.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. He can even control this team fight like aiming single target because APOY Esports dive aloft, initiate in team fight a lot.
They just died aloft and also APOY Esports just tap into the back line and also they just controlling from the front line. Ultimate Esports need to solve a lot of problem and Mui just control it to the back line. They need to solve the move and also Vayne hidden freely and they need to control that Vayne and now at the back is just battle separator and they don't know nothing. They don't know.
Even they pick Draven, but they can't give enough space for taken down to other team. Draven can even hit single target champion. So we'll be back with game 2. See you soon, guys.
name is APOY from Team APOY Esports. All the team from this competition is good and has experience, but I also believe our team can play its best. See you in the Summoner's Rift.
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်က Prodigies of Immortal မှာပါဝင်ရှင်ပြန်မဲ့ AMIGOS တင်းရဲ့ Melina သူဆိုင်ပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ် local က professional အသင်းတွေနဲ့C ကတက်တက်စာအသင်းတွေနဲ့ပြီးတော့အတွေ့အကြုံရှိတဲ့အသင်းတွေနဲ့ပါဝင်ရှင်ပြန်ရမယ့်အတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့အတွက်ဒီပြိုင်ပွဲဒီပြင်းထန်ပြီးပုံမှုအရင်အထက်ပုံမှုခက်ခဲမယ်လို့ထင်မိပါတယ်
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်ကတော့ဒီ Prodigies of Immortal ပြန်တော့မှာဝင်ရှင်ပြန်တော့မဲ့ Team-DRHN က manager မောင်ပိုင်ကိုပြောပြပါတယ်အဲကျွန်တော် local မြန်မာမှာလည်းပေါ့နော်ပြိုင်ပွဲတွေအများကြီးရှိပါတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီ One Wave community တို့တက်ဖို့အတွက်ဆိုရင်တော့ဒီလိုပြိုင်ပွဲတွေကကျွန်တော်တို့ player တွေတော့ team တွေတော့ပို့ပြီးတော့ထောက်ကူဖြစ်စေနိုင်ပါလေ
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်ကတော့အခုလာမယ့် POI ပြိုင်ပွဲမှာဝင်ရောက်ရှင်ပြိုင်သွားမယ် Fervent Esports တင်ရ review ပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒီများနိုင်ငံတွေမှာ WCL လိုမျိုး regional ပြိုင်ပွဲတွေအသီးသီးကိုစီရှိကြရကြကျွန်တော်မြန်မာနိုင်ငံမှာတော့အဲ့ပြိုင်ပွဲမလာသေးတဲ့အချိန်မှာအခုဒီပြိုင်ပွဲကကျွန်တော်တို့အကောင်းဆုံးလေ့ကျင့်နိုင်တဲ့ပြိုင်ပွဲဖြစ်မယ်လို့ကျွန်တော်မြင်မိပါတယ်
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါခင်ဗျာကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ Prodigies of Immortal မှာဝင်ရရှင်တော့မယ် Bracket project တင်ရကောင်းပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်နိုင်ငံမှာလည်းတော်တော်များတော်ရှင်တွေတွေ့တဲ့ပုံများလာပါတော့ဘောလုံးကလည်းအားလုံးဒီတိုင်းတော့စောင့်နေကြတယ်
Hello everyone, I'm the captain of Team Yangon Gladiators and my IGN is iFox. Now is the time for one team in Myanmar to show how much they can play in these competitions. Thank you and good luck have fun all.
Hello အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်ကတော့အခု Prodigies of Immortal ပွဲမှာဝင်ရောက်ရှင်ပြိုင်သွားမယ် Divine Rating က Finish အိမ်နဲ့ဆိုပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်တို့အသင်းအနေနဲ့တော့ခုပြိုင်ပွဲမှာပါမယ်အသင်းတွေအားလုံးနဲ့ခဏခဏဆောက်ခဲ့ပြီးသားဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဘယ်အသင်းကိုမှရှိန်နေတာကြောက်နေတာတော့မရှိပါဘူး
Hello everyone, I'm Coach Modulus and this is Azure and the Anime. And we're from Fervent Esports. And we'll show you that we have what it takes to become the best in this tournament. So keep your eyes on us.
Hello everyone, I'm KNJs from Team Nostra and please support us as we do our best to achieve success in this Prodigies of Immortal tournament.
ဒီပြိုင်ပွဲမှာကျွန်တော်တို့အသင်းတို့တခုရဲတော့ရွေးချယ်မှုကတော့အကုန်လုံးထက်ကောင်းအောင်ကစားပြဖို့ပါပဲ
Hello, welcome back, guys. Yeah, as you mentioned about that Philippine teams are really aggressive playing style.
Yeah, exactly, ST. And that was the first time as well we have seen a set in this tournament, and that was used as a support in the side of Ultimate Esports. Man, their draft is actually an early game aggression composition, but I'm surprised that the listen coming in from Pitts hasn't been performing that very well compared to his previous games.
Yep, the side of the Ultimate Esports, they were following up that patch 3.0a. That, however, that will be enough. They're a really brilliant strategy for that. They choose the tank. Yeah, and also they have a set can be a catch up and lock to the enemy team. You already know about APOY didn't have the AP damage, you know. Like they will choose about all of the AD damage. Just only Lulu will be exposed to us. Yeah, it's really brilliant for. Yeah.
Exactly, ST. And you know the sets, and we have seen that one, and you have mentioned of course the damage here, but the early game that set was really the initiator for the side of Ultimate Esports. We have seen that Showmaker doing some crazy plays in the early stages of the game. That was great, but APOY Esports knows how to zone out those initiations coming in from Ultimate Esports. Man, you have seen Mood there on the Riven, as well as Kaisho on that Irelia, providing the space needed for the side of that our what you call this one, the ADC on the back lines that is going to be somehow having a free hit in that team fight. We have seen the team fight in the Rift Herald on that Infernal Dragon contest as well. Same thing happened. APOY Esports just clearly knows how to win in the biggest team fights there is.
Yeah, and also a point is for like before they face the battlefield, they always
Mhm.
push their lane and they will face
Yeah.
like a 4v5, like a 5v5. A little bit
Mhm.
if they lose the battle, that can be a coverage for that. That is really nice. As we mentioned about that before the match, Apply Esport is really good at lane pushing and controlling the
Yeah.
wave. But the side of the
Mhm.
Ultimate Esport, I know about that Lee Sin can walk in the alley gate. That is really travel time for the Ultimate Esport. That's why, and also
Mhm.
Driven. Yes, I'm really surprised that
Yeah.
strategy. Yep,
Mhm.
that Driven a lot for damage as match in the auto game. But we like Ari can make the better changes. Ari releases yet I remember that. But they know how to play the side of the
Mhm.
Point Esport. They always lock to the Ari and Driven. Yeah.
Yes. No. Without those two, you cut off the head of the snake already. So
Yeah.
that was great strategy as well for the side of APOY Esports. We have seen on the previous matches and the group stages that Ultimate Esports somehow play style or characteristic as a team. They love to brawl in the early game. They do not. They control the tempo, and we have seen their drafts more going into rather that heavy aggressive champions in this draft. But Apoy Esports was ready for it, and as mentioned on a post analysis by Edward, that's a Vayne having the having the proper optimizations in the late game is unstoppable, and
Yeah.
we have seen in that game one.
Yep. Like mm, we need to change us to bounce to the caster session.
Yeah.
Yeah, time to change.
Okay,
Okay.
so thank you for like mentioning our casters.
Yeah, welcome for the Prodigies of Immortal draft, and also that's what began number 2. And then I'm so much interested about when like apply esport for the ultimate is against, and also I'm just waiting for the time when number versus Philippine team will be against against Thai. I think just Philippine team are so much playing aggressive like that I mentioned about that, and also as the fully mentioned about that. Yeah, in now Yammer Thai just snowballing the Thai, and they didn't want to fight. They just playing with some lane control. So I'm so interested in what will happen when Yammer team versus Philippine team.
So like the draft will talk about that in game. That you see Apart Esport they big for the late game draft like Fang, Hyper Fang carry, and so Ultimate Esport can even take down the Fang. Also in game when Draven can even shoot a single target damage to that Fang.
Maybe upon esport is just focusing for the battle, and ultimate esport is trying to do some lane control and some change of battle, and they just trading the objective. And also upon esport is they know if they win the battle they can do some pushing at dragon lane, and they just focusing for the battle, and they just try they are trying to win battle every time. That's it a little bit different between Apply Esport and Ultimate Esport.
Maybe like Ultimate Esport, like they now doing some multitasking in that game.
Yeah.
Like they want to get that objective. They want to make team fight. They want to do lane control. So like all things combining in the game. So they doing multitasking isn't a good thing.
Yeah,
good. So they lose the battle. They misleading to the nonsense strategy. So now, Ultimate Esport, they can even try for game 2.
Yes, I mean this move is move one champion for Apply Esport and Ultimate Esport, not for the whole tournament. And yes, Apply Esport is just fanning Jace and also listen the band. They like to pick Frey and Kogi. I mean, Apply Esport is just like to pick Frey and Lulu combo every single time. They just can play so well at that draft, and also they just ban Sana. They didn't get Sana.
Philippines didn't want to play other team like Centrav, and also they need to cultivate Esport. They need to ban Camille.
Yeah, that Camille is really what for the Ultimate Esport in early game, and he's so much distracting APOY Esports draft, and he's controlling to the back line, and also APOY Esports is just controlling. I mean, how can I say for that? APOY Esports have really nice karma, and also Ultimate Esports just trying to solve that problem with set and Lee Sin, but it did not work. I mean, that Lee Sin is really, how can I say for that? Really a little bit weak from that. A little bit weak, and he can roam too much, and he just joined the battle, and I think there's no potential for him. They should run that Lee Sin.
Now they banned the same champion like game 1. Now Ultimate Esports is fast paced, so they can pick 1 for 2 trade picking system. So APOY Esports, if they want to pick Morgana or Camille, like they need to trade for the last ban. So Ultimate Esports, they just ban Camille. So APOY Esports, they can ban Zed or Morgana. But the Lee Sin, Ultimate Esports can get Lee Sin for fast pay, but that will be a risky pick. So APOY Esports can invade like game 1. They did to Lee Sin in game 1, getting first laning at Baron lane, and also invading the jungle.
Oh, just Gragas. Different Gragas. So I think they will play with some combo at that time, and like Galio or Javanful. I think they will be like that. But look at what Ultimate Esports will be. I think they will be beat Galio. But no,
Fiora is still available, so Ultimate Esports get this champion Fiora. So APOY Esports, they can get Morgana, Galio, Lee Sin, or Zed. So now they just chose Riven. APOY Esports in first game 1, Riven control all champions from the back line, so they just pick their signature champion.
Yeah, this Riven is a famous signature champion for the APOY Esports, and also they just call Lee Sin.
Lee Sin and Riven. So Ultimate Esports can even dive too much, cause Lee Sin can counter them with Dragon Rage. Only one single ultimate skill.
Yeah, only one single ultimate skill, but he must to take care about Dark Fiora, cause he can immune with his ability to all Dark, and they just pick Crossit. That's a really risky pick. I think they just heading for the late game. Yes, that's really nice, and
wait, what? Two assassin
for real?
For half bit? So APOY Esports can counter them with Galio or Rakan. I like that draft, Galio or Rakan. Still okay. So Galio can control them with Jewel, but they choose Braum. So Braum can use his ultimate skill to slow down the Ultimate Esports dive in and initiating strategies. So Braum, so APOY Esports, that means APOY Esports, I think they want to pick APC type like Brand or Morgana.
Morgana, yes. I mean, I wanna prefer them. I wanna prefer
maybe
Thresh than that Braum. I'm thinking that Braum will win a lot with Akali, but he's not easy to control. He's not easy to give some crown control to Kha'Zix. If Kha'Zix just got some farming in early game and mid game, and that's will be a little bit problem for the
APOY Esports.
Yes, APOY Esports. I mean, the draft is I mean the benefits is still continues, and they just ban Morgana, and also Ultimate Esports, they know APOY Esports didn't have mid laner, and they just banned Twister Fate for that.
And also APOY Esports, they just take care to the Fate by banning him. So maybe APOY Esports, they can pick Lucian and Braum inside lane, and also Ultimate Esports. Like by banning Morgana from APOY Esports, Ultimate Esports can even dive to backline, so they need to go Banshee Veil or Asian Knight item to immune all kinds of one single target, one single ultimate skill in the battle. So APOY Esports. Now Ultimate Esports, they know about the APOY Esports Braum pick, so they just ban Lucian.
Yeah, they just ban Lucian, and I'm really interested in what it is Lee Sin, and now in the Game 1, Ultimate Esports just called Lee Sin for the first bit, and now that Lee Sin is just called by the APOY Esports. So I'm so much interested about that Lee Sin bit for the what it is. I think
the Corki one mid or Dragon Lane, but I prefer Corki mid.
Yeah, I want just Corki mid really how can I fancy in the mid lane, and he can play with Black Claybar with the depths. Does it come from the Brazil region, and also C region playing for Dark. He can play like a fighter. His gambling gun and his code, how can I say for his missile is really hard in the battle, and he can carry early and mid.
Okay, now Ultimate Esports, they choose Geyser for first time. The first time seeing this champion in this tournament. So Kaiser was picked by Ultimate Esports. Now they just need one support. So they take Galio. Akali can dive, Fura can dive. So Galio is the best support for their drafts. APOY Esports, they need to choose for mid or ADC. You see that Corgi can play mid. So that time Akali, they will control play against Akali. APOY Esports Katarina. Katarina was buffed in this meta patch 3.0a.
Yeah, in patch 3.0, that Katarina were but they're a little bit risky for that Katarina
because Galio is there.
Yes, Galio can control his children and also just depend on hero and try. I mean that Galio can destroy Katarina ultimate easily. That's really bit risky. If he didn't get open his ultimate at right time, he can do nothing.
Yeah.
He has no damage.
That was a great skill pick for Katarina, but they have no choice. They just pick Katarina. So APOY Esports, they need to watch mid for Katarina, and also Ultimate Esports, they just pick their best strategies to destroy APOY Esports draft.
Yeah.
So this will be the big battle in game.
Yeah, this will be the bad battle for the in game, and also does it best of 3 match, and also the Ultimate Esports is just losing 1 point thanks APOY Esports, and they can lose us right time, and we'll be back with the in game sack and
stay with you. Okay, so guys, welcome back to game 2 of Ultimate Esports versus APOY Esports. Ultimate Esports was taken down by APOY Esports by getting 1 man. APOY Esports, can they make for game 2 best of 3 series or 2C or 2-1? Let's go, guys.
Oh, let's go, guys. Ultimate Esports versus APOY Esports. Now APOY Esports is just leading ahead with 1 point at that time. I mean, kind of sure they're playing Katarina in the group stage, they're playing style like, I mean, they're just giving some free fun for the that Katarina, and that Katarina will giant battle at the late game, and I'm so much interested about that Katarina plays. Oh, that's a little bit stand from the coming from that brown. Kaisho is down by the Tara, does it trade best moves for the Kaisho?
Because like Katarina, he don't want to use recall to go to base, so he just go and dive to the Terran. That Katarina knows about the Param passive, so get stand and kill the Akali for the first time in mid game.
Yeah, at the mid lane, and he just go fast blood. That's a really bit how can I say for that? Kaisho, he just got some item at 4 minutes. I like Infinity R or something, and he just knows so what that Khaleesi plays now. He use flash for that.
As I mentioned in draft pick, you see, APOY Esports, they all are watching to mid. They need to take care to Katarina. Katarina should well fed by what looking their draft.
Yeah, look at Barley. A-Stray just controlling the move so much right time at that time. Maybe move is just a little bit how can I say about that? He can control to the backline, but at a 1v1 situation, he's not much stronger than Ace Drag, and I'm so interested about Ace Drag, and he just now controlling move for real.
Okay, so now Ultimate Esports, they need to make some strategies to destroy the big lane. Kaisho, he will get fed by taking some champion kills. So at Dragon Lane, Kaiser versus Corgi still okay. In Barrel Lane, you see, Move versus Astra, Fira versus Ribbon. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, Astra is really strong at that time. He just got level 5 faster than Mook. I mean, he got some experience better than Mook, and Mook is just got some lane freeze in that time. And also look at Drogole. They just making some piece, and they just taking the minion. And maybe I think Ribbon needs some front. He has too much damage. At the late game back, he needs some farming in the early game, and also Corgi can get a lot of damage at that time. His Valkyrie and Basketball have a really big damage at that time. They need to take care about it.
Shane need to play safe at Dragon Lane because Galio Duran plus Kaiser Ring. can give a lot of damage to Shin, but in parallel lane, 1v1 battle is still available. Moon use this play on A side and ignite, but Flash is coming out from Ace Jet. Ace to still survive from 1v1 battle from Iron. He's now coming to Ken.
Yeah, he just wanna die for that, and they would do I mean, how can I say for that?
That's
they
it.
would die for the Tara. Kazi just waiting for control. That will Buga program win. They might take care for that. What it is what it is. Just trying to join that party, and I mean, they come back if they bucket and they just know it for that, and they just buff. They just recall for that, and they're just waiting for the objective at that time.
Now, Ultimate Esports, they want to get Pro Lane, but Pro Lane still survive by a 1v1 battle. APOY Esports, they need to take in farming space to try some objective battle like Ocean Drake or Rivera. Maybe they will trade that objective. I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah, in most tournament like EU, I mean in Balinese tournament, they just trade in the objective back. Philippines that like that, they didn't want to trade that objective. They just doing some battle for that, and I mean that's a really nice. That's a really play aggressive for that, and they just do a battle for every single objective.
Okay, now APOY Esports, they want to do some battle right now. Kalio entrance is available right now, so Koki, he got puzzle Valkyrie right now.
Oh, nice mark from that country, and they just want to join the battle. Hey, look at Ace, he just controlling that champion. That's a little bit gift free from the Ace. Oh, classic for Kami, that's of 2 man. He do try Kami for 3 man, but down of easy to kill. There is no follow damage. They got to nothing from IO. He was forced to use flash, and they got a kill for that.
Okay, one shot from Katarina. Get rampage killed by Katarina right now. Kaisho, well fed by Ultimate Esports.
Yeah. Got for Ultimate Esports.
But Riven, you need to watch the Riven. Riven was killed by Kazik.
Yeah, look at that batting. They just got objective with Smite, and Astra is a little bit out of position. I mean, they got the Drake, and they shoot back for that, and they just doing battle at that time. APOY Esports win that battle, and they got 3 champion in that time. Look at for Io. He just tried to run away, escape back. That was not easy.
Galio also was late at the time, so the team fight APOY Esports getting 1 mark right now. It is what it is. He went to kid, but Dragon Rage is not available. Just depends from Io get 1 kill. At back line, Katarina Lotus of right now using all kinds of spells to Ultimate Esports was taken down by 3 champions.
Yeah, I mean, Mook had a lot of damage in that time, and they just controlling the Ultimate Esports so much right time. I mean, yes, maybe they just trying to do some objective. Yes, Kadi just got 2 objectives at that time, but they gave 4 champion to the APOY Esports, and that's a little bit different between APOY Esports for the Ultimate Esports by Kunawa.
Yeah, like you see, APOY Esports. Look at the Katarina war right now. It's 5.8k, so Katarina can take down to Ultimate Esports by using his all kinds of spell, because Galio spells are late right now. Kaisho is in dangerous right now position. That loses all from Katarina. Get 1 kill to take down the Kazik. Okay,
yeah.
Shane.
He has so much damage to take down that Kazik, and I mean, that Jungle is just trying for that, but down of easy. It is what it is. He's so out of position, and they just Shane is just trying to how can I say for the save that. It is what it is.
Yeah,
really nice save, really nice backer for the APOY Esports. I mean, they just try to some bracket.
Yeah, Shane bracket is what's really good at the time, or not. That Leeson will give 1 kill to them. Now instead, he wanted to push that Dragon lane right now. Akali lane changes from Ultimate Esports, but Akali needs to find a lot. Now what 4.4k already first item from Akali.
Yeah, in some EU region and also like China region, they just trade in early, and they just snowball the battle, and they didn't fight in early. They defend, and like in 20 minutes or like 80 minutes, they just fight a battle and they end the game like that. And now this is in the Philippines team. They are just fighting, and they're just doing some battle at every single objective fight.
Objective team fight will be a bit surprised from APOY Esports because Katarina Arden is still growing bigger than bigger as we watching in this tournament. Like A-Start Fiora, he did a good and fight backline, but Corky, his Valkyrie isn't stopped by assassinate from Kassit.
Yeah, it's assassinated by the Crown Seed, and also Raven just got 3 at the time. They just want to control the lazy, and if 3 coming back, there is so much and damage for that.
Okay, now Pitts, he want to get 2 kills at single time. Taste the fear damage with a lot of damage from him. It is what it's his Dragon Wave saved the day, but Kassit won't stop by ganking them at top. But he's late right now.
Yeah, maybe those 2 teams are really trying to grab Samfire, and now the objective is that spawning, and that's what we Cloud Drake, and they need that Cloud Drake for Sam Boomer's peak. And now APOY Esports is just trying that Cloud Drake. Ultimate Esports, they didn't give any attention for that, and all they want to do is just pushing at big and also at Baron lane.
Okay, now they are taking down the objective. Okay, Cloud Dragon has been slain by releasing right now. They can also try the better, Rift Herald better.
Yeah, they can also try Rift Herald better, but they must take care for that. And also, Ultimate Esports is just playing with some lane control, and but as I mentioned like that, APOY Esports is just trying to grab some K. They're just they're focusing for that Batic, and that's really interesting. I'm so much interested for that. And I mean, A-Strat and also Kazit and also Galio is just lagging champion, and if the game is good help for the lane, Ultimate Esports have a lot of bandit. They just know it and they're just controlling the lane.
Ultimate Esports now they change their strategy to play snowballing type because their network was too low in early game. Early team fight they fail, so APOY Esports they take this advantage to get all kinds of objective, all kinds of lane. They get all time. It is what it is. Leasing, it's working with team right now. Team Ward is Dream Warp right now, so they use Recurrent to take down this fast Terran.
Wanna die for that, or what is it? He want to initiate the battle, but it is not easy. There's a little bit Tarak, and
okay,
that Tarak can take down that Tarak, and they just know for that. They can take damage for Tarak.
Yeah, they need to take down the Terran, but it is too dangerous to dive Lee Sin alone, so they just leave it and get some cool play from first Terran, like 2 Gold Blade.
Yeah, 2 Gold Blade, and also look at Ultimate Esports. They just got 2 Tara at the time. APOY Esports didn't have any single Tara from the cycle of Ultimate Esports.
Team network it's like now Ultimate Esports they are leading right now, but APOY Esports single individual team network is getting
Adrian, he's so low at the time. We just got the Astra, and they just want to try for that. I mean, every single one from the this is the back at that one of easy. Jaro here I tried 3 man. He just control with talk, and that one of easy for that.
That's your Fisher, 2 man.
2 man. Shimbu, he's just giving ultimate for that, and anyone he just got another champion key for that. That's 3 champion key for the APOY Esports.
Okay, now they can take down this first Terran by winning some better. Katarina, he's still controlling the lane. You know, Katarina won't try the better. He can fend a lot. He can go take gap to give a lot of AP damage in the team fight. So Ultimate Esports they can 4 men to get 1 Terran, but they also got Galio and Kassit.
Yeah, that's really nice. And also, I told you in early, like APOY Esports just play Katarina playing style. Kaishu would take a lot of family in the mid game, and early game, and he would join the battle at the late game. Okay. Yeah, of course he can get a lot of damage in. Yeah.
Nice just defense. 1.1 red. Lazy he want to take down with 5+ rapid Dragon Rage from Lazy. Just take it down to team fight. Katarina shut down the Kaiser, but he want to get the king fight. But just a bash smash from Galio can't even use Katarina. He's steady ancient. Okay, it is what it is. Just dive with safeguard and physical damage and take down the Galio. Team wipe.
Yeah.
At mid lane, but Fira still at Dragon lane. He can even come and protect this Terran.
Yeah, I mean Rasputin and Tamsaka, they just knowing that Tamsaka can take a second Tara, and now Astra wanna join the battle. Glass Fish coming, nice injury from the Astra. He just wanna control every single one, but that one of easy.
Oh my
god! In 3 situation, he got Sabre back. He just got what it is quick ignite, and that's really nice from the Astra.
APOY on fire right now, guys. APOY Esports now the goal leading. The network, team network is leading by APOY Esports. Ultimate Esports they get 3 Terran and objective is Ocean Dragon buff. but Ultimate Esports, they now trying the team fight like 2v5, 3v5. So Ultimate Esports, their team fight is still defeated by APOY Esports.
Yeah, Ultimate Esports just missing some chemistry for that, and they just now doing multi-tree. They just got another Drake for in 30 minutes. They just got 2 Drake back. They know how can I say for the advantage.
Yeah.
And now APOY Esports got a 3 hit goal league network. Damn Ultimate Esports, and that is really too much risky for their Ultimate Esports. Even
look at their sport KD 0014.
Yeah,
nice.
Too much.
That's what that we went in our game.
Yeah, that's it. What we in our public game. And, I mean, public score really. How can I say for that? Let it be. Back.
Never mind. Just
Never
continue
mind.
the game.
Yes, just look at Riven. He got a lot of idea back. That Katarina, that Kaisho is just controlling the back line. He had no speed to go anywhere at the bad day. I mean, from Ion, he just controlling to the back. He just controlling for the front line with that Duran, and I mean, yeah, he can cover, he can protect the Riven.
Because there's still no static entry right now.
Yeah, that's really too much risky.
Yeah, he can even dive in better and sacrifice himself to kill one champion.
Yeah, I mean,
he's defending right now.
Katarina had a lot of damage, and also that Koki had a lot of damage at that time. Shim is just covering his teammate with his She and Classical Fisher. I mean, it is what it is. Just they didn't do any objective. Look at them.
Maybe
they just giving every single objective for to the Ultimate Esports. They didn't get all nice to initiate.
Nice initiate by Lee saved by Dragon Rage. At the time, Kaisho used the Lotus spell okay. Got entrance from Galio Splash to flash away from 10-5, but that Corky gets some trade kill. Fira still lane pushing at Dragon Lane, but APOY Esports, they tried the battle. They wiped out 4 champions at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they just got 4 champions at the same time, and now Kaisho is just take down from Ion at the time, and they would do burn a shot for Daka. It's Jack. He didn't try the battle at all time. He just trying to some push back. I mean, Ultimate Esports didn't have enough damage to against 4v5 situation. They look at price, but they just try and burn a shot at the time.
Their cassette didn't have steady ender, so Lizzie easily dive and use Dragon Rage to make Kase out of the battle.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really nice nice initiate for the 81. Now they just go that Baron shot and they would push at the mid lane, at the Baron lane, and also I think they will push for the Baron lane and mid lane because they got Baron shot. They got Baron shot and Baron, but they can do a lot of team at that time. I mean, 81 is just got his Guardian Angel. He can initiate the battle a lot. I mean, he just initiated by the back. Now it is so much good to initiate with the Guardian Angel.
Now the team tempo is getting hiked up by APOY Esports, so I think Raven can even go solo recharge play by giving some damage. But in Dragon Lake, Kase is in dangerous. He leaked away from getting avoided team fight, but Sony Wave got imputed by Asian Knight. But Lise wanted to use Dragon Wave with the bike slow fight to him, but that Kase was killed by 5 members of APOY Esports.
Yeah, he's so much out of position, and APOY Esports just take down that Kazik. I mean, they can push down like 4v5 situation. Hey, look at Ace Duck. He just controlling for the Baron lane, and he didn't care about that entire position from the APOY Esports. I mean, that is too much risky for them. They just want to trade.
3v5 battle, classic pressure from Brown, but you don't look at Katarina. Katarina taking down the 3 members of Ultimate Esports, getting Mega Terra. Now APOY Esports also get this game 2 victory for them. Triple K by Katarina, and game 2 2-0 for
APOY Esports. I mean, they now can go for the next stuff, and I'm really congratulations for the APOY Esports.
Yeah, well deserved APOY Esports for this game 2. You see, Galio mid spell to the Katarina. Katarina uses ultimate easily and freely.
Yeah,
in the game.
I mean, I said that Galio can control. How can I say for that Galio can control Katarina back? It was not easy to control that Katarina.
Because they initiate battle very quickly.
Yeah, whatever. Let's listen. What we talk from the Dark Eye and Acid 40. Let's go.
Yeah, all right. It is really nice. The game number 2. Yeah, APOY
Yeah.
Esports. I really like the crisis time as you mentioned that.
Yeah, congratulations, APOY Esports, a sweep, of course, against the Ultimate Esports in our first match here in the lower bracket. But man, as much as I would love ST to see them both, Ultimate Esports and APOY Esports, continue their run in the lower bracket, there can only be one. And we have seen in that game, ST, Kaisho just blows up the rift with that Lotus. Perfect display. He really knows on how to engage, waiting for the right moment, waiting for that Galio's hero's entrance to be expended. And there's the time he comes in, sweeping the battlefield.
Yeah, that Kaisho is really brilliant. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that Kaisho is a key player the side of the APOY Esports. They really annoyed the Ultimate Esports. Like Ultimate Esports try to dominate in the early game as the
Yes.
choosing Dark and Kazit and Fiora, like as much damage in the early game, but they are the weak point of the squishy type. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that was one of the points as well that Kaisho is going to be easy to have those skills. Because as you mentioned, this champ is very, very squishy. Look at the damage here coming in from Kaisho. 27k. Oh my goodness. That is insane. And you have to give credit as well for Shin, to be honest. Shin on the Braum, providing those space for the team of APOY Esports, for them to have that wall or barrier. And it's not going to be easy for Pits or from Iron to go inside. And we haven't seen Lazy here on that champion as well, on that Akali having those kills. So that is a big thing as well. So on the early stages of game, they have those objectives. They have stolen the Rift Herald as well, but it's not enough, especially during the later stages of the game. Look at this graph here. It's all going to go into the APOY Esports, except here for the Rift Herald and as well as a Dragon takedown for the side of Ultimate Esports.
Yeah, indeed, Chris. It is hugely draft in the after 8 minutes now what. However, Ultimate Esports is tight to see again. However, and also APOY Esports is really congratulations, and we will see in the next match.